Hello everyone and welcome to the YouTube channel of BeingACCA. This is Dashita Gupta, ACCA affiliate, and in this video we are going to be solving the question called Volt Company. This is question number 252 according to the latest Kaplan kit of 23-24. Let's read the scenario. Volt Company generates and sells electricity. It operates two types of power stations, nuclear and wind. The costs and output of the two types of power station are detailed below. Nuclear station. A nuclear station can generate 9,000 gigawatts of electricity in each of its 40 years of useful life. Operating costs are 486 million per year. Operating costs include a provision for depreciation of 175 million per year to recover the 7,000 million cost of building the power station. Each nuclear station has an estimated decommissioning cost of $12,000 million at the end of its life. The decommissioning cost relates to the cost of safely disposing of the spent nuclear fuel. Wind station. A wind station can generate 1750 gigawatts of electricity per year. It has a life cycle of $55,000 per gigawatt and an average operating cost of $40,000 per gigawatt over its 20-year useful life. Now let's read the first question. The first question is asking me what is the life cycle cost per gigawatt of the nuclear station. Okay. Right. For the first question, I need to find out the life cycle cost per gigawatt of the nuclear power station. So, let me first find out how much these operating costs are. Operating costs net of depreciation, because I will be taking the entire amount of 7,000 together, right? So, net of depreciation, this will come out to be 486 is the cost given to me per year. 486, subtracting this with 175 million per year, which is the provision for depreciation, and this is for 40 years. Since we are calculating for the entire useful life is 40 years, right? Now I'm going to be taking the building costs. The building costs are given to me as 7,000. Then I'm going to take the decommissioning costs. These are given to me as $12,000 million, right? So if I sum this up, I will find my total cost of the entire life of the project. And it is mentioned, so let me label this is the total cost over here, and then let me find out that how many gigawatts can be generated, gigawatts in the entire life. So it is mentioned that there will be 9,000 gigawatts of electricity in each of 40 years useful life. So this is the number of gigawatts that will be generated throughout the entire life cycle. Now I want to divide this cost, I want to spread this over the entire number of gigawatts, and this will give me a cost of these many millions. If the answer is in thousands, so I will just multiply this by a million, and here I am in thousands with my cost. So if I round this up, this will make my answer as option number C. Moving on, let's go to the next question. Which of the following will decrease the total life cycle cost of a nuclear station? Increasing the useful life of the station. Now this will not decrease the total life cycle cost. This will increase the number of years this will be spread by. So this will reduce the per year cost, but this will not decrease the total life cycle cost, right? Reducing the decommissioning cost. Reducing the decommissioning cost is correct, because if this is reduced, then your total amount, this total that we have calculated over here, this one will decrease. So this will decrease the total cost. So yeah, this is correct, and this makes my answer B. Moving on to the next one. How would the disposal cost of spent nuclear fuel be categorized in environmental management accounting? So let's see what the options are. Prevention cost, no. Detection cost, no. Internal failure, yes. So whenever there is a decommissioning cost, this means that we are, let's see what, it is mentioned over here. The decommissioning cost relates to the safely disposing of nuclear fuel. So because this is an internal failure, this is, because of our, lacking, that we are not able to prevent this from happen. So this is why this is our internal failure, and we will have to spend this much of money to prevent the damage, because we want to safely dispose. So this is an internal failure cost. Let's move to the next one. If Volt company sets a price to earn an operating margin of 40% over the life of a wind station, what will be the total lifetime profit per station? Now this is again a calculative part, so I will move to my Excel. This is the fourth question. Let's find out how much the total operating costs are. Total operating costs. So this must be mentioned over here. Yes, so we are told for the wind station, right? So these are 1750 gigawatts of electricity per year. So how many would they become if the useful life is 20 years? Let's first find out that. So this will be in total, this will be 1750 multiplied by 20. So this is the total number of gigawatts that we will be getting out of this wind station. So total operating cost is given as 40,000 per gigawatt. So I will just multiply 40,000 with 35,000. So this will be my total lifetime cost. Then I want to have an operating profit. The operating profit, and this is 40%. So this will be 40 by 60 and multiplying this with this, right? So this is how I will get my operating profit. Now I'm going to subtract my non-operating costs less non-operating cost. Non-operating cost is given as so we have a life cycle cost of 55, out of which operating is 40. So that means the residual 15,000 is non-operating. So just subtract this from here, and this will give me my non-operating costs. So subtracting this from the operating profit, I will get my answer of the lifetime profit that I will earn, and this will come out to be this minus this, right? So this is 408.33 million, which is my option B right over here. Okay, let's move to the last question. Which of the following are benefits of life cycle costing for Volt company? Okay, it facilitates the designing out of costs at the product development stage. Now this statement is true because whenever we are considering life cycle costing, we will while we are developing the product, we will find out how many costs will be there. So that is how we will be able to implement life cycle costing. Then the second statement says it can encourage better control of operating costs over the life cycle. Yes, when we are laying down all the costs that all the operating costs that will be incurred, we at one place to calculate the life cycle cost, we will have a better view of how many costs we are incurring, and then we'll be able to control them better. Moving on to the third one, it gives a better understanding of the causes of overheads. Now, this statement is false. This rather describes your ABC costing, which tells you that which cost is being driven by which activity, right? Then the last statement says it provides useful data for short-term decision making. So this also refers to relevant costing rather than life cycle costing. The short-term decision making is not what life cycle costing help you to do? It helps you to take the decision for the entire life cycle of your product, so it is definitely not short term. So my answer becomes 1 and 2, which is option B. With this, we have come to an end of this question, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.